Who's ready for some action? Better question, is anyone ever not ready for action? I didn't think so. We see it throughout college football every year, and we're lucky to have it again here. Welcome to InfoCision Stadium in Akron, Ohio, home of the Zips. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the UMass Minutemen, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Akron Zips offense will get the first. The game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
The throw to the outside is complete. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Zips are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Fires to the right. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. And the Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. Off play action. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense.
Oh, he's got some space.
Hold on.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UMass. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Going over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Setting up the screen. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. The Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. The UMass offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. 1st and 10 coming up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's good. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Wants to throw again. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game? And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to pound it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Snagged in the middle. It's Adams. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Zips will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Got it behind the line. It's Price. Let's talk for just a second about UMass. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that that's got some size, that's got some potential.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. You see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end. But he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback on the keeper. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Akron!
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You got to execute and you got to lock in.
Now on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. And that ball is live in the backfield. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
To the air, it's Jordan. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Gibson. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots?
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Trying play action. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Blasted as he lets it go. The sure hands, it's Anderson. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the 1st time tonight. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. Intercepted, a 1st half turnover. momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Between the uprights, it's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner goes down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Motion from the wideout. Jet sweep to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Dropping back, it's Jordan. Pulls it in, it's Gibson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Grabbed in the middle, it's Polk.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff, it's Curry. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Sends it back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A strike downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll run the option. The pitch. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And, man, what an interesting call. 4th and medium, and the offense says run. They don't want to pass the football. They run the option. They get it to the pitch man. He catches it. But this defense does a really good job. You can tell they know where the sticks are, and they get the big turnover on downs.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Leaves it with the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just trying to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And his first throw here is incomplete.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43. Give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Zips look to keep this drive humming. Snapped it in the shotgun. He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. And he's them on top. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The UMass offense returns to the field. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Back to throw, it's Hairston. He's got it. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. UMass comes to the line facing second and short. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And wings it incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UMass will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive from the 42. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Gant. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique.
They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. Turning it on. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down. And the Zips getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. Looking to pass. It's Hairston. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hardy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. The Minutemen were penned deep in their own territory, but now they've got a little breathing room.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Hairston. Snagged out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And the defense gave up some yards late in the game, but when it mattered most, when the offense had a chance to go in here and take the lead late in this football game, they absolutely closed the door.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Zips now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. There he goes. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And your offense, you're talking to each other the whole time. Look at the score. Understand the situation. We got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We got a chance to put this ball game away. We have to hold on to the football. 2 hands. Make sure I go to the ground with that thing in my possession. It's a big mistake that could cost them big.
Let's it fly. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to pass. It's Hairston. Fires to the middle. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on 3rd down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the 4th quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one, as they'll come up short in this game.